Belichick's approach as a coach.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's a field back block, and that's
the guy that throws his body around.
Mike Drop Sports. Steel City Live.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Steel City Live here on Mike Drop Sports. We appreciate you all for diving in. Definitely appreciate you all very, very much. I'm just loading everything up here and getting this thing rolling, man. But we are excited for another day and some more Pittsburgh Steelers talk. So make sure you guys smash the shit out of that like button for us. We truly, truly appreciate that. And make sure you are hitting the like, share, all that good stuff as we move through the show. And again, I'm bringing some stuff up here, getting some stuff moving. What's up, Za? Good to see you. Good to see people getting in here early. I know I started about a minute early, so we'll give a little bit of a slow roll, but we're going to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers and maybe possibly, did they really mess up this quarterback situation? I'm not sure. If the answer is yes, I'm really not. What's up, Danny George? Good to see you, my brother. Definitely good to see you, Danny. I'm not sure if the answer is yes to that situation, guys. It's going good. How are you doing today, Za? I'm doing really well. Definitely. My son just got his football helmet today, so I was so pumped about it. We just bought him his own. He didn't know he was getting it, so we bought him a personal one today, and I was probably more excited for it than he was. No, he was pumped, but he got his own little personal helmet today, so that's really cool. And shit, man, I wish my parents would have bought me a personal helmet, but back when I was a kid, I don't think that was even possible. I don't even know how you'd have done it, but yeah, it was really, really cool, man. So that was something that happened today that was really cool. But we're going to dive in. What's up, AWOL? How are you, my friend? At Bang Bang Steeler Gang. I like that, man. That's good. That's good, AWOL. That's good, man. But we're going to dive in and talk about this quarterback situation because I talked about it a little bit earlier. If you watch some of the uploads, some of the shorts, some of the things that I've been putting out across TikTok and things of that nature. And I do urge you guys to go over to TikTok. Make sure you follow us over there. Make sure you go over to Facebook and follow us over there. Also, I want to get the likes run up again tonight. Again, we were slow rolling here, but now we need to get down to business in terms of getting things going again now that we're in this format. It's definitely a better quality of show for you guys. And definitely would need some help getting those follows up on those other platforms. Twitter, X, TikTok, Facebook, all those good things. I am going to try to do Instagram too. I got to figure that shit out over there. But I do got the TikTok up and running. So if you enjoy Mike Drop Sports, definitely go over to TikTok and check that out. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers there, or followers rather. That way we can live stream from multiple platforms. But we need to get to that follower mark on those platforms. What's up, my Floyd is Pink? What's up, Sugar Ray Robinson Jr.? Good to see you, my friend. Zaz says, can't complain. Got my hair cut and awesome. That's cool, man. I played Pee Wee League. It partly made me who I am. Got to do things you're comfortable with. Absolutely, man. And I gotta say this too. Definitely. I truly believe that kids can't be sitting in this house on these video games, guys. They got to be out and they got to be playing these sports. And I know parents are uh, tough to deal with at times. But you know what? No matter what, everybody got to remember it's for the kids and the kids only, and get them out there and get them to be active and teach them something. Because we all sit here on this show right now, and all of us older heads, all we talk about is those days when we got to do those things, and they'll remember those things forever too. So we got to make sure, if you're a parent out there, make sure your kids are out there getting involved in sports, getting involved in those things. Definitely. Uh, yeah, get me on Facebook, Za, if you're not already, man. Any platform you guys got, make sure you get me on there. I'll be on it. What's up, Bear in Mind? AWOL Jason, today is Wednesday, bro. Fuck me, dude. I never know the days, bro. AWOL, thank you, my friend. I never know the days. And I'm not going to sit here and ever claim to be perfect, but my lord, dude. Days, dude, I can't remember dates, like dates, period. Days, dates. I do not know why it does not compute in my head. Now, I'm never late for anything, I never miss anything, but I will swear to you, if it's Friday, I'll swear to you it's fucking Tuesday. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why that goes on, but it does, man. What's up, Mike Miller? Zah says, yes, my phone is burning a hole into my brain. I see my phone in my dreams now. I plan on spending more time outside in nature. Yeah, I go for a walk every day, man. You guys don't get to see me the full length. Maybe we'll change that one day and do a stand up show. I'd rather stand up. I hate sitting down. I'm an anxious person. I like to be standing up and moving around, but that's why it's so difficult for me to do this show sometimes. And I'll go flight of ideas. But anyway. I go for a walk every day. I go out and my son does drills in the yard. I coach him in football out in the yard. Then we have youth football. We have basketball. He wants to start playing baseball, which he's pretty good at. So I run my other son to work. I take him to the gym. Yeah, not to mention anything else, work, anything else that needs done. But I do it all, man. And I try to stay really active. And I think you should too. It's really good things. You should get out there and get as much nature, as much being outdoors as possible. So today is Wednesday. Thanks to AWOL. So thank you for joining us here on a Wednesday, guys. Again, appreciate it. If you're not watching it now, you can watch it later. What's up, Mark Malone? Just forced the little pudgy bastards out the door and tell them to ride a freaking bike. Christ, we rode thousands of miles a year, easy. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I will say, my kid, my youngest, he gets out quite a bit. Now he'll have his days where he'll be in. And I don't, because he's not like a vegetable in the house. I don't force him and bitch if he's outside or not outside, because it's not like a normal thing for him. So I don't flip out about it. But yeah, uh, dude, we rode our bikes everywhere. And Mark Malone's right, dude. I put thousands of miles. You guys probably put thousands of miles on your bikes. As a kid, no doubt about it. Zah says my new work schedule has me all messed up. I just know if I work, which day or not. Absolutely, man. That's how I am. I just know where I got to be, and my body takes me there. If I try to sleep in, that doesn't happen, dude. My body wakes up at 6:15, no matter what, and sometimes earlier. Most of the time earlier. But if I try to sleep in, 6:15's it. I wake up. I don't care. I don't have to set an alarm, dude. I don't. I could get up at 6:15 on the dot. Never fails, and I'll probably be up earlier than that. That's just how I roll. Don't know why. It is what it is. And I seem to be able to get to anything I need to. But if you want to talk about, hey, what's so and so's birthday? Dude, I ain't going to remember. What day of the week is it? I have no clue half the time. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy the things your mind chooses to remember. Hey, well, what if Jason's off days was Thursday and he didn't? Dude, I don't know why I remember important things and where I got to be. And it's just like my body takes me there for some reason. I don't know. Maybe you know what, guys? Since I do go for a walk every day, I should start doing a walk and talk. I think that's pretty cool. Maybe that would be something we do every once in a while. I enjoy my walks. I wouldn't do it all the time because I just like to be zoned in by myself. But we'll do it sometimes. I think that would be cool. I tried to do it a long, long time ago and record them, and I didn't like it. Now that we do live streams, maybe it'll be something I bring back. Mike Miller, hi, Steelers Nation. Did the Steelers mess up on the quarterback going to the Steelers game? I would like to meet you in Pittsburgh. Hey, Mike, we may meet, brother. I would love to meet all of you guys. So if that's something possible we can do one day, yes. And I've talked with J Hook, even Josh, about it. I've talked with Sean about it. Getting a group together to go down there to Pittsburgh and try to do something. But what I really wanted to work on was trying to find like a bar to do a live stream from and advertise the bar and things of that nature and kind of do something like that, and have a pre and post game. It would have to be later in the season because I coach football and our games are on Sundays. So that's going to be tough this year, guys. And Steelers football is very important to me. But you know what? man, the kids are more important, and that's just the way it is. And I might miss a quarter of a game here and there, and that's just how it's going to be. But you got to do what you got to do. The kids are more important, and they're only kids once. And I'm not going to coach youth football forever, so I look at it that way. So I might miss something. Oh yeah, literally road all over the city. Absolutely, Mark. Absolutely. What's up, Jeff? In defense, for some kids, the world is not as safe as we grew up. Yeah, it's not. And Jeff's absolutely right. This world is screwed up, dude. It's absolutely a shit show a lot of the times. And I'm so paranoid, man. I always said, man, I didn't understand why my mom was checking on me all the time, wondering where I was at, wouldn't let me go here, wouldn't let me go there. But now that I'm a parent, man, dude, I realized the hell I put her through. And I apologize so bad. And if she was still alive, I would just go and give her a big hug and tell her how sorry I am for being an asshole when I was a kid and pushing the limits, man. Because damn, dude, that I ran, dude. I was everywhere. I was everywhere. But she put a tight leash on me. But still, I any chance I got, I was out the door, man. No doubt about it. Um, but it is a dangerous world out there, and I know that, and that's why I'm so worried. Hey, Mike Drop, I just got news, got a news break. The Commanders are calling about TJ Watt, and so is the Cowboys and Eagles. If you just got it, I don't know. Let's see. I don't trust some of those sites you guys get news from, and that's not dogging anybody. I do not trust some of those. A lot of those are clickbait, and I've fallen victim to them myself. I have, honestly, to be real with you guys, I have a couple people that I really, truly believe in to give accurate information, and that's what I go off of. And that's just me. I'm not going to say who they are. You may know them, you may not know them. I don't know. But I have a select handful of people that I can put in count on one hand that I truly believe information from, that I truly find their stuff and the things that they say most of the time accurate. And if they don't know that it's 100%, they're going to tell you they don't know it's 100%. I'm not claiming it to be a source. I ain't that type of dude. I hate people that sit there. Sources tell me. Shut the fuck up. Dude, who cares? I don't want to hear that. It's just if you think say your opinion. It is what it is. Let's see, man. I don't see anything about it. I'm looking. I see somebody saying that low balling. No, those are about wide receivers. I don't see it, AWOL, but that's not saying it's not right or not accurate. I just really, truly haven't heard anything about it. And I got to be real honest with you. I highly doubt it. But that may. Teams call about players all the time, guys. And I got to urge you about that too. Teams call all the time about the availability of players, especially if there's a contract dispute, i.e., TJ Watt. And it isn't even a real dispute. They just haven't come to terms on something. There is no dispute there. You haven't heard anything crazy out of either side of the situation. Teams, though, see that and say, oh, TJ Watt didn't report to minicamp. Let's pick up the phone and do our due diligence about, hey, Omar, is TJ maybe available? Guys, that goes on constantly, more than you ever know, more than the Adam Schefters fucking tell you guys. I got to be honest. That's just how this league runs. It's a business, man. And any good general manager, any good scouting department, any good player personnel department in the NFL is constantly inquiring about talent, constantly trying to figure out how to make the roster better, constantly trying to figure out how to make trades, how to make pickups on the free agency market, figuring out draft positions and players that they would be interested. The day that draft ended this year and the Steelers got their draft class, that department, the department that handles that, it already was on to the next year. They were already on to 2026, and college hasn't even started playing yet, but they are already in the process. And don't forget, these player personnel, all this shit, they all are working on contracts. They're all working on trades. They're all looking around the league too. So it's not just college players. They're always doing their due diligence. So I could sit there and literally make a report every day and just say, well, so and so called about so and so. No one knows if it's true or high or for sure accurate. Nobody ever will. But yeah, I could say it, and 9 times out of 10, I'm sure somebody called about that player, So I don't know. And again, it may be right and it may be wrong. And I've fallen victim to them. So maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Mike Miller, I might get a new jersey, man. You might get a new jersey. Get a Joe Flacco jersey. But I'm just messing with you, Mike. Get a Will Howard jersey. I think that one's going to be one to last for some reason. Oh, 48 bucks ain't bad. I can get them for less than $30 on the internet, man. I've always wanted to find the link and put it on here, but it changes all the time. My wife finds it, but they're authentic. I got a shit ton of them, man. I've got them, many of them. Here's one. Actually, no, sorry, this isn't one of them. This is an actual one that we bought. This is the signed TJ Watt jersey. We bought this actually at, I believe, Dick's, the one that's signed that we're going to give away. I believe we bought that one at Dick's. And I got to tell you guys, it's a lower quality than the ones we get for $30. And we paid, I think, 180 for that or something. Yeah, I think we paid 180. Daniel Barry, sports highlights in the house. What's up, big Daniel Barry? AWOL laughing. I get AWOL. I don't know. Oh, you might have been laughing with Mike. Mike Miller. We have one here in Ohio. The food is great. Yeah, I want a Costco so bad. We have one in Pittsburgh, but not down here in Morgantown. Hi, Jason. Take your family to Pittsburgh, PA on the Gateway Clipper and also take them to Pizza Parma. Yeah, man, we've done it all down there, Mike. Thank you, brother. But we've done it all down there. We've taken the Clipper to the game, to the Pirate games. We've done it all, man. Shit. I've been there so much. It's crazy. Growing up, I mean, in this area, I've been in this area all my life. In Morgantown, I live right on the line of Pennsylvania and West Virginia. And if you know Morgantown area, I'm literally about an hour and 25 minutes away from Pittsburgh. I can be down there that quickly. So it's not too far from where I live. And where I grew up, I was even closer. I was about an hour away. Maybe even a little less than that from the city of Pittsburgh. So, yeah, always a great time to be in the city of Pittsburgh. Robert Road in the house. I like Sanders, but the Steelers clearly did not. I liked Howard a lot and thought he was a third round draft pick, if not the fourth round. Next year is the obvious draft class they are targeting. Yeah, and I believe Robert's right. I think they are targeting that. But here's the real situation here, guys. It's hard to speculate whether that class is going to be good or not. No one truly knows if that class is going to be good or not. Injuries could happen. Guys could fall off the map. They could have bad years. Weaknesses could be found in that time, so no one truly knows. But I don't think the Steelers messed this thing up in 2025. I just don't see how they did. Everybody wanted them to make a move, but what was available to them? Nothing. Nothing was available to them. And if they didn't have confidence in Shador Sanders, if they didn't have confidence in guys like Jackson Dart, if they didn't have confidence in guys like Tyler Shuck, if they didn't have confidence in anybody else, Dylan Gabriel, whoever, then don't draft them. The guy they had confidence in was Will Howard and Tyler Shuck. I truly, truly believe that. Tyler Shuck, though, was taken immediately inside of the second round, and no one wants to believe us about that, but I know us Mike Drop people. We know that Tyler Shuck got some goods he's going to be able to put out there. Sadly, he went to the Saints, so we'll see what happens with his career. But the Steelers believed in Will Howard. They did not want Shador. It is what it is. They didn't believe in his talent. Maybe he does good. Maybe they're wrong. The Steelers haven't been great quarterback evaluators. Let's go in to that here real quick and bring that up. Hold on. I have a graphic here I want to talk about. This is off a tweet. This is post Big Ben, my friends. The Steelers signed Trubisky to be the quarterback one. They drafted Pickett to be the franchise quarterback. They demoted Rudolph to third string. Then made a push or made Russell Wilson push a sled in training camp after picking him up, causing an injury? Well, they had Justin Fields. Justin Fields goes 4-2. They benched Justin Fields after a 4-2 record. Then never benched Russell Wilson, regardless of the massive losing streak they were on. Instead of Mike Tomlin figuring out how to get a spark back into that football team, he decided to ride it. So, how does Mike Tomlin look with these moves that I have up on the screen currently? If you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, what makes you think that the Steelers could do anything really in terms of evaluating quarterback talent? I get it. You're right. But however, I think 2025 has been a different story. I think Will Howard is a phenomenal talent that still needs a lot of work. We'll see how that all goes. Um, but I think being in a room with Mason Rudolph and Aaron Rodgers will only benefit him. Also, he has been Big Ben Roethlisberger in his corner that's offered a tremendous amount of help. So you have some verbal help, then you have some physical help. You have a physical presence by Aaron Rodgers being in the building, teaching you things that you might not necessarily hear from any other quarterback that hasn't been around for 21 seasons. Then you have Mason Rudolph, who's nothing but a genuine nice guy, great teammate that could really, really give Will Howard some insight on just simply how to be a freaking pro, dude. And that's going to be beneficial to Will Howard that a lot of quarterbacks don't have. A lot of these guys that have, tremendous amounts of pressure put on them by being very high draft picks. Will Howard doesn't have that. Also, Will Howard isn't walking into a situation to where a football team is absolutely horrible and needs him to win and win now. And why do they need him to win now or that player to win now when they walk into the building? To save their fucking jobs, guys. That's why these guys get thrusted in there before they're ready. Every quarterback or every player is going to be ready on their own time. Every player is going to have a different timetable on when they are going to exactly be ready. However, some of these coaches, some of these general managers force the issue, force the player into action before they're ready at the NFL level, not giving them time to develop, forcing them to go out there and win games when they know if that player doesn't win games after investing such a uh, high piece of draft capital into that player, that if they don't win, you're going to get fired and you're going to be looking for a job. And that's not how these coaches and GMs want to live their lives. They don't. But they understand that it's a right now league, man. And these owners are really a lot of the problem. You're bringing in these coaches that are probably really smart guys, but you don't give them any type of opportunity to really do anything well. The minute they don't win, you get rid of them and move on to the next guy. And that I think is an issue. I think the Steelers do have it right where they have some loyalty, sometimes over loyal. But however, I think the Steelers got it right here in 2025 with what they've done. They've set Will Howard up for absolute success if you really, really look at it. They went and got Mason Rudolph, a guy that they're absolutely 1000% comfortable with, which is fantastic. They know he can win games, and they got him for 2 years, $8 million. Then they get Aaron Rodgers for $13.65 million for one season, who, let's face it, is a Hall of Fame guy and a tremendous asset, if not on the football field, but inside of that building, inside of that building in terms of an intellectual presence, in terms of teaching people how to be a pro, teaching people how to handle the media, teaching guys how to maybe even handle money because he's tremendously wealthy. So not only does Aaron Rodgers give you the potential of maybe chasing a Lombardi trophy, because you never know when Aaron Rodgers could get really hot, take off, and do the damn thing. He gives you a lot of other things too. So, how, in my mind, are all these people out there saying that the Steelers messed up this offseason in terms of the quarterback? How can you sit there and say that they did? They never reached for anybody. They didn't make any stupid trades in terms of costing themselves a bunch of draft capital that Omar Khan has worked to get put into position for 2026. They didn't waste any of that. They didn't risk any of their steady every year draft capital, high value stuff that they're going to be able to utilize that they get every year at their disposal. They didn't waste any of that. They didn't go out there and waste a tremendous amount of money. They didn't go out there and do anything stupid. They didn't go out there and risk everything for somebody that, yeah, we would like to have him, but it is what it is, i.e. Kirk Cousins. I'm just saying, guys, they made no stupid moves. So how can people continue to bash the Pittsburgh Steelers? Just maybe because they didn't get a fucking world beater and like a guy like Patrick Mahomes or something doesn't mean anything, because we're looking at this thing in a broader sense. We're not just looking for the immediate right now. Yes, I think they handled the immediate right now, and that was why they brought in Aaron Rodgers, a guy that gives you a tremendous opportunity to win games. Yeah, so they did. They took care of that. But they're looking toward the future also, not trying to get themselves in cap hell, not wasting away a tremendous amount of draft capital, not putting quarterbacks that they just drafted into bad situations, requiring them to win now. If you would have drafted Shador Sanders, you would have drafted Jackson Dart, or one of those quarterbacks in round one, the fan base, the city of Pittsburgh, would be doing the same exact thing they were doing for Kenny Pickett. They would have been screaming for him to be in the fucking game. Period. They took that factor out of it. They eliminated that. They gave Will Howard, a guy that they really, really like, a tremendous opportunity to sit back, enjoy his time beginning to be a professional football player in the National Football League, and allowing him to grow under some great tutelage, mentorship, guys that have been doing it at a high level for a long fucking time, and i.e. Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, Mason Rudolph. I'm just saying, guys, what better trio to learn from? And I'm not big on players getting the mentor tag, because that's not typically what happens in the NFL, guys. But Aaron Rodgers is in the twilight of his career. This is probably it for him. Maybe one more if this goes really, really good, but I don't see it happening in terms of even if it goes good, him coming back. Ben Roethlisberger retired, so he can mentor Will Howard without risk of losing his job. And Mason Rudolph, just simply a genuinely good ass dude that's going to do whatever he can to help somebody because he's, one of God's children. And that's how he looks at things. He's a man of God. He's a man, a good teammate. So he's going to help. So Will Howard is in an excellent opportunity to be successful. He really, really is. Let's keep going, guys. Let me get a drink, but make sure you're hitting the like button, guys. We need to get those likes back up like we used to, where we hit 100 likes. And I know we switched the ways we streamed. So definitely it's going to be a lot different than what it was before, but we're gaining steam again. I need you guys to share. I need you guys to get this thing going, man. Definitely. Oh man, what's up, JD? Super chat coming in from JD. Guys, that gives me a comment instantly read. Sorry I'm late. Good evening. That's from JD. Oh, we appreciate JD. JD was last month of May, top contributor here on Mike Drop Sports. So we definitely appreciate JD. A great deal. Thank you, JD. Very much. So super chats, guys, are always wide open. Memberships are 99 cents a month. We're going to get back into that live chat here on Steel City Live, only here on Mike Drop Sports. You see my name. My name's Jason. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's keep on going with you guys and your comments. First, I got to get a drink, though. If Aaron Rodgers wins us the Super Bowl, he should make a sandwich called the Bite Bark Burger after Terry Bradshaw's comment. I hear you, man. Mike Miller giving a comment. I cannot wait until next year, 2026 NFL draft taking place. Yeah, man, I'm ready, man. I'm ready for the draft. I will definitely be down there for sure. So I may get a chance to meet some of you guys then. I like Howard more than Shuck. I like Howard. I like them both probably about the same. I would have had to give a little bit of an edge to Shuck because I like the way he's just built. But the more I look at Will Howard, I got to love him too, Robert. I love him a lot. Bear in mind, I believe they had a great draft, one of their best in years. Absolutely, the Steelers had a tremendous draft in my eyes. I think they done really, really well with what they were able to do. Definitely, another super chat coming in from our boy Armin. Thank you, Armin. Good night from Germany. All the best for you. Thank you, Armin, giving that super chat all the way from Germany. And we truly, truly appreciate all of our friends from across the pond. Armin has been with us for a while. Thank you, Armin. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Truly, truly appreciate you, my friend. And we booed every last quarterback since Ben left. Absolutely, we have, because none of them have fit the bill. Absolutely, man. Miss P in the house. What's up for Miss Pittsburgh? Make sure you guys listen to Miss P. Like, subscribe, and share. The best show in the nation is right here. That is according to Miss P, and that is absolute facts. Thank you, Miss P. We truly, truly appreciate that here on Steel City Live. Mark Malone, I don't think they could have handled the quarterback position any better than they did. I agree, Mark. And according to the experts out there, they fumbled this bag. Steeler fans out there that are acting, they did horrible. My God, they're so bad. Omar Khan sucks. Mike Tomlin's horrible. Blah, blah, blah. Rooney freaking sucks. Guys, it's not the case. They've done everything that was at their disposal. They didn't. Here's the real thing. If they would have went out there and made some stupid ass trade that didn't work out, that cost them a tremendous amount of money, that cost them a tremendous amount of draft capital, every Steeler fan in Steeler Nation would have blew a gasket. Would have talked about how shitty of a move it was, how bad they are, how they can't evaluate players, the same shit. It would have been bad. But instead, they went the safe, conservative route and did the things that were available to them, and they took their best options available, all while preserving the future. How can you get mad at that as a Steeler fan? How can you get upset about that? You can't. I love Mason Rudolph. I love Will Howard, and Aaron Rodgers is growing on me, quite frankly. The more I watch the end of his season last year, and the more I hear him speak, I think he might be here for the right reasons. For the absolute right reasons. Not for money, not for fame, not for legacy, but to end this thing the right way because he wasn't satisfied. He wants to go out a winner, definitely, but he wants to bring good things to Mike Tomlin because he really likes Mike Tomlin. And whether you like that or not, that's good. That's good. He's being a good man. He's being a stand-up man. He said, I didn't want to come and commit to a team when I wasn't able to fully commit. That's stand-up, bro. That's a stand-up move. He didn't want to be questioned. He didn't want the media circus with it about why isn't he here? Why haven't we ever seen him? Man, he isn't here. Oh my Lord, Aaron Rodgers is not here. Oh my God. Yeah, he didn't want that. He did all the right things. And for once in Aaron Rodgers' career, he did all the right things in the public eye. He did everything politically correct. He did all the right stuff, not acting like an asshole, not acting like an egomaniac, not doing any of those typical Aaron Rodgers things that we've all grown to know. And he finally does it right one time here in the last part of his career, and we still beat that dude up about it. So, and I'm one of them. I beat him up. I run him into the ground. Mark Malone, I don't think we did that. I don't think they could have handled the quarterback position any better than they did. We did that. There are a lot of futards out there. You aren't lying about that, Mark. My Floyd is pink 79. I like how people were saying Rodgers was an attention seeker and wanted 40 million, but yet took a team friendly deal and showed up on the first day of camp. Yeah, he showed up on the first day of mandatory mini camps, which he had to if he's a signed player, and he did. But he could afford to miss it because he could have took that fine. It wouldn't have hurt him one bit. But one thing that you got to applaud Aaron Rodgers for is what he did. He wasn't seeking attention. That's not his motives. And it's very clear. You look at guys like Colin Coward, who supposedly knows so much, or not Colin Coward, Skip Bayless, sorry, that supposedly knows just so much about football. He's just a football genius. I don't know. Every word I hear come out of his mouth doesn't make any damn sense to me. But said, this is such a horrible ass move by the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're going to have to pay him $50 million per season. Dude, I told you all that to begin with. I said it a long time ago. I said, man, I said worst case scenario was going to be about $30 million. That's where I said it a month or two ago. Remember when we started talking about this? I said $35 million. I said that's probably worst case scenario. And I kept saying I would take Aaron Rodgers on a team friendly deal. I said if he really would play for $10 million, I kept saying, yeah, get him. Cool. But I never assumed that he would, but he did. And he did. So I never thought that they would have paid him 50 million. And if I did, I was dead wrong if I ever thought that. We did JD. Thanks again. He's talking Florida's pink. Uh, Mike Miller asking a question. Do we have the first pick for the Steelers next year, 2026 NFL draft? We need to get someone good. No, we ain't going to have the first pick, Mike. You got to lose all the games, basically, to get the first pick in the draft. And the Steelers are never going to lose that many games. Zach Curry, that's awesome. I can't wait to meet you, fellas. I can't wait to meet a lot of you guys. I'm going to meet some of you. I would love to run into somebody in the store or something, man. Just say, what's up? Just so I can bullshit with you guys. I think it'd be fun to bullshit in person, you know? Again, I've only been recognized in one place ever doing this show, and that was in Myrtle freaking Beach. Go figure, dude. Don't live there. I'm there 1 week a year, and that's the only place I've ever got recognized from doing this show. This show is the best. I would call off work to watch this podcast, the best one I've watched. Thank you, AWOL. Thank you. I know you're bullshitting, but I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you very much. Jeremy Olson, Rogers mentoring Will Howard is so cool. Jonathan Stevens in the house. I'm all in on Rogers. Imagine what he can teach everyone. And I knew Justin would, or Austin would be wide receiver too. I said it yesterday on here. We don't know yet. We don't know yet, Jonathan. Maybe. I don't see why he wouldn't be, though. I don't see why Roman Wilson and Calvin Austin can't fill that void. I just don't see why not. I think you got a real monster and a significant upgrade with DK Metcalf. Way better. You got better in that room, but just by adding DK Metcalf and losing George Pickens. Now, would it have been great to keep them both? Absolutely. It would have been great. But you didn't have that luxury. You didn't have that opportunity. He wasn't a guy the Steelers wanted to keep around. So here we are. Hey, Wall, I agree with you. Thank you, Za. Appreciate you, man. Jonathan Stevens, so stoked for Austin. He's only gotten better, and it's well deserved. Absolutely, man. Hard worker. Absolutely hard worker. Armand says, I'm very impressed with Rodgers. I think he's legit as a person. I like him so far. Andre Green, Skip Bayless is a Dallas Cowboys fan. Why does he know? He doesn't know anything, Andre. His stuff is bad, real bad. You know, he gets paid quite handsomely to do that. I could go up there and make up all that bullshit and get paid for it. I mean, please sign me up. And I'm better looking. Like, I mean, come on. That's hilarious. Mike Miller. Mike Miller says, I will be 41 years old next year. 2026. We are going to celebrate my 41st birthday in Pittsburgh, PA. It's the biggest celebration ever. Everybody, come on down for a damn good show for Mike Miller's birthday. And it is Mike-a-palooza, man. Well, happy early birthday, Mike. We will definitely, hopefully, see you when you're down there celebrating your birthday, and old Double J will maybe buy you a brewski. Jonathan Stevens says the coaches said it today already. Yeah, I mean, they have to. They don't got nobody else. You know, Jonathan, if they make a trade, maybe that's different. And I look at it this way, Jonathan, and I don't know how you look at it. I don't think there needs to be a named number two or number one or anything like that. I just think you need a good, solid room and you line them up out there and you mix it up and you spread the shit around. That's what you do. I don't think there needs to be anybody in name. I just think you need a good group of working hard people, man. Man, JD coming in with yet some more gifts, gifting 10 Mike Drop Sports memberships. Man, we appreciate that. Thank you, JD. Thank you so very much for gifting those Mike Drop Sports memberships. Mr. Neats, welcome to the Mafia. Sebastian, welcome to the Mafia. What's up, Corey? Back in the Mafia. DJ Thomas in the Mafia, welcome. Aaron Jade in the Mafia. Sleeping Lady in the Mafia. Big pun, baby. He ain't a player. He just crushes a lot. Is now a Mafia member. Joseph Donovan in the house now is a Mafia member. James Bauman, longtime listener, now a Mic Drop Mafia member. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, longtime listener, Steven Carpenter, Steel City Live, Let's Weld is back in the house. More Mic Drop Mafia memberships being gifted. Thank you to Zachary gifting 5 Mike Drop Sports memberships. A longtime listener, our boy Zachary in the house. Congratulations, Doug D, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights, Armin, our old friend Deet in the house. Now a member, Ali Howard, now a Mike Drop Mafia member. Thank you again to our boy Zachary for those memberships. That's 15 gifted memberships so far tonight here on the live stream. We truly, truly appreciate that. Also, the super chat given by our boy JD and also Armin for giving a super chat. We truly, truly value our listeners. AWOL, which coach holds the record for the most season wins in franchise history? Are you talking about regular season wins? Regular season wins? It's probably Mike Tomlin. Probably, because they play more games. I would say Mike Tomlin, AWOL. Am I right? Big JD giving up some emojis. We truly, truly appreciate that. Am I right, AWOL? Let me know. But we appreciate you guys. That's 15 gifted memberships, man. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome, dude. Chuck, no. Good one, man. I thought it would be Mike because of how the games have increased. You know, back when Chuck Noll started coaching, what were they playing, guys? 12 games, 10 games, 14 games. They definitely increased them throughout the years. Armand said Cower. AWOL says it is Chuck Noll. Za says Mike T. Yeah, that is wild. I just figured it because he played in an era or coached in an era where there's less games. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys so very much. We're going to continue through this podcast. Regular season wins, the 15 in 1 year with Ben. That was, oh, you're talking about the most wins in one season? That's definitely Cower. 15 wins. 15 wins. Yep. In the regular season. Null 14. Yeah. I think Mike Tomlin's best record ever in the regular season was 13 wins. I think it goes Cower 15, Noel 14, Mike Tomlin 13 win. I think Mike Tomlin had 13 wins one time in his career. I'm not sure though. Mike Miller says, I would buy you a beer, Jason, if we meet in Pittsburgh, PA, and also I'd buy your family lunch or dinner if we were. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that kind gesture, man. But you wouldn't have to. My family eats you out of house and home, brother. But I appreciate your kind gesture. Thank you very much. I'd buy you lunch, my friend. Definitely. I appreciate your support here on the channel. Jonathan Stevens says, one day I'll be able to get a membership. Turn your gifts on, Jonathan. Turn your gifts on. You got to have your gifts turned on. If your gifts ain't turned on, you ain't going to get one. Robert Road, 14 games as a coach for Knoll until they went to the 16-game schedule in 1978. Ain't that wild, Robert, though? Wasn't there a time when they only played 10, like way, way back? Jonathan, maybe somebody in the chat can answer this for Jonathan. Can someone explain to Jonathan how to turn on his gifts? inside of the chat. So I can tell you, you go into the bottom of the chat, you should be able to hit the dollar sign, and membership, gifting, super chat should come up. There should be that there. And you should be able to hit that and be able to turn on your gifts somewhere in that area. That's how you turn on the gifts. Somewhere in that area, Jonathan. Click that little dollar sign like you're going to contribute, and you should be able to turn your gifts on there. Somewhere in the chat box. But definitely that's how you do it. I know that for sure. All right, guys, make sure you're putting your comments, questions, and concerns inside of the live chat here on Steel City Live. And again, we appreciate all this support, man. You guys have been absolutely awesome. I got to tell you, man, it's been great. Yeah, YouTube eats their portion out of it, but you guys really do support the channel, and we have definitely tried to show you what we've been doing. We've tried to invest things back into this channel. We are slowly building up our revenue from the prior month here, last month or two, and compiling it all together. And we're going to try to upgrade the computer, the camera, and all of those things. But I don't want to lose what makes Mike Drop Sports special also. And I don't want to make things to where they're too crazy and professional. You know what I mean? I want to still keep it somewhat mic drop, but I want to make it to where we got a lot of cool things for you to do. Sydney Wilson in the house. What's up, my guy? You may have addressed it already, but what did you think about Rogers yesterday? I thought he acted like a really stand-up guy. I thought he handled himself really well in front of the media. He answered all the questions. He didn't leave anything in the dark. No pun intended in his darkness retreats. But I thought he handled it really well. I thought he did really good things in terms of how he presented himself for the first time to the Pittsburgh media. um, yeah, he got asked a lot of dumbass questions. That's just the way it is. And again, guys, we're not knocking media members for doing that. We're not, because they're only allowed to ask so much. They're not allowed to get too crazy with their questions. They're just not. At least from my perspective of it, from what I understand from it, they're not allowed to go too crazy with what they ask. Now, I think they have the liberty to ask some tougher questions, and maybe they should at times, but some of them are kind of corny, some kind of stupid, but it is what it is. But I thought he handled himself really well, and I thought Mike Tomlin handled the situation really well. He didn't want him in there in team drills. And that's what I thought that Aaron Rodgers should have come in and done. Listen to Arthur Smith in the headset. Start to get the verbiage down, because yeah, verbiage is verbiage inside of an NFL offense, especially this one that Aaron Rodgers is similarly familiar with from previous coaches. So he's familiar with the verbiage, but it's going to change a little bit. And also, just coming out of Arthur Smith's mouth, that's going to be a little bit different for Aaron Rodgers. So listen, learn the new verbiage, learn some of the intricacies that Arthur Smith has already installed here in the city of Pittsburgh. And now, once he gets up to speed, now you build and now you go and allow him to really start to run things. But overall, I thought the Steelers have handled it really well. Another gifted memberships by, there you go, Jonathan Stevens. You finally got one, man. But Za Curry hooked you up, man. Make sure you thank your boy Za. We appreciate you, man. 5 gifted memberships. That's up to 20 Mike Drop Sports memberships given out tonight. Jonathan Stevens, now a Mike Drop Mafia member. Antone, he is now a Mic Drop Mafia member. Nathan McDonald, A-Wall, says, please no more jet sweeps. Doug P., now a Mafia member. Daniel Warman, a Mafia member. Definitely. Thank you, JD. Thank you, Za. That's 10 from both Za and JD here tonight. So we are up to 20 gifted Mic Drop Sports memberships tonight, and we truly appreciate that. Sydney says, I'm hoping that we pick up Scary Terry, or I'm not opposed to Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis can't pass a physical, Sydney, so squash that for the time being until we can figure out how to pass a physical. That's not going to happen. And Scary Terry, that's not going to happen either. I know you've heard rumblings about it, but it's not going to happen. It doesn't make sense financially, and it doesn't make sense for the Steelers just in general to go out there and do business with the Commanders in terms of bringing in Terry McLaurin. It just isn't going to happen. I wish it would. I wish it would, Sydney, but it's definitely not. Rob Lightfoot, what is up, man? Jonathan Stevens, let's go. I feel official. Now you guys rock, and thanks, Za. Thank you, man. We appreciate that you feel official now. Welcome to the Mafia, man. You're at the big boy table here now with the people in the Mafia, baby. We just thank you, man. We thank you. And man, this has been a damn good show. A damn good show. And I've been trying to incorporate you guys a great deal. And guys, make sure you do throw a thank you to your boys Za and JD for those gifted memberships here tonight. Absolutely. Thank you, Za. Definitely appreciated. But we're going to round that out, man. I got my son blow me up. He wants to go practice in the backyard. So dad got to go into dad mode here. Also, I'm going to cook some chicken on the grill here in a little bit. Dad is going to go coach my kid to play some football here and allow him to use his new helmet. I don't know. What am I thinking, guys? I got this kid a tackling dummy. He's got a big ass tackling dummy. He's got his own helmet, his own shoulder pads, own pants, own rib protector. This kid got every damn thing. He's got 7 mouthpieces down there in a damn cupboard. Just spoiled to say the least, bro. Spoiled to say the least. I just told him yesterday, man. I wish I lived that rock star life. I can't say nothing. I lived a damn good life. My parents, I lived. My shit was good. My grandmother always made sure I had a lot of shit. My mom and dad always made sure I had a lot of shit. Like I lived a damn good life in terms of what I had. I was very privileged in what I had growing up. But man, I don't live like this fucking rock star down the damn hallway here. So I'm gonna go coach him up, man. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. Definitely appreciate you guys so very much. And we are gonna leave you with the best intro, outro in the business. Definitely something that I hope you all enjoy very, very much, man. Definitely, I hope you guys enjoy it because I really, really like it, man. I really enjoy this intro outro and until tomorrow, man, I'm Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports and the show Steel City Live.
Will Power takes an approach as a coach.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's a field back block, and that's